in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. Say, who are the people in your neighborhood? The people that you meet each day.
Hi boys and girls, welcome to Turn the Page Tuesdays. So now that it's almost time for bed, make sure that you take care of all of those bedtime routines. Parents, now's the time to pause your device for the children to be able to go ahead and do that. Hi boys and girls, today I am here with Kathryn Norbeck of Kathryn Norbeck Photography. And Mrs. Norbeck, you also work for the Oxford Area School District, so the kids may see you around the school. But you have a business taking pictures. So that sounds so basic. What do you do in our community?
Thank you, Dr. Hamburg. I'm Kathryn Norbeck, and I take pictures for families and newborns and weddings and sports.
And so do you have to know how to read to do your job?
I do. I have to learn how to read information on how to use these cameras, and also documents and contracts and what people would like to have pictures done.
So a photo session, like I see you brought a camera with you, a couple of cameras, but like when I take a picture, I used to use a camera like you have there, and then I also use my cell phone, but you have graduated from using that camera to a much more professional camera.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how you went from your camera there and at what age you started taking pictures to there.
So this camera was given by my dad at the age of 8. And this was the film that went into the camera. And you only had 24 images to take. Where on this thing, the digital cameras, you can take as many pictures as you want in regards to what the card reads. Could be over 1,000 pictures. I started this in 2016. And I have a couple of, you can hold that for a second. I have a couple of lenses. This one I use for sports and sometimes for weddings when I want to take long distance photos. And for this one, I take for wide images if I have a large wedding group that I can get all into one picture.
And where do you take pictures? Where, like, what? They call them venues. What venues do you usually take pictures at?
I can take pictures at the wedding venues in hotel rooms or conference rooms, but mostly I sometimes take pictures at Longwood Gardens.
Okay. Do you ever go to people's homes to take pictures?
I do, especially for newborns. I take the pictures there when they're about 10 days old, and I take some pictures with either their siblings or with their parents or by themselves.
And what made you decide to want to go into photography?
Oh, that's a long story, but I'll keep it short. My dad, when he gave me the camera, he always saw me drawing and taking pictures with his camera, and he bought me my own. And I just really enjoy taking pictures of moments and memories for people, especially for my own children and also my extended family that I like to take pictures of.
And do you usually have other people working with you? Sometimes, right?
Sometimes, yes.
So what sort of things do they do for you?
For weddings, I have a second photographer, and they can take pictures of the groom while I'm with the bride, or they can be also on the dance floor with me taking some pictures. For a family, I usually bring my son, Connor, with me, or my other son, Cameron, and he usually holds the light for me, making sure that it doesn't topple over. And also my youngest son, he loves to make the children laugh behind me to get their attention, so they're looking at me when I'm taking the picture.
That's awesome. Did you have to go to school, or are you self-taught?
I took art classes when I was in high school, and I was self-taught throughout the rest of the remaining years in college. But what I did was I went to a couple of seminars and some workshops from other main photographers around the area, and they were the ones that were able to teach me in regards to digital photography.
Okay. And how do you come up with, how do you know how to, so you have to pose people, you have to make them stand a certain way and kind of make sure that you're getting the best shot you can. How do you know what's good?
For weddings, it's usually a background that is in the shade, and I tend to making sure that everybody is lined up perfectly for when we have to do portrait sessions. But usually I take pictures in the moment. So if there is a mom that is holding their child and they're trying to make them laugh, I usually take some pictures of that. I try not to interfere with those moments of saying, here, look here. I like taking the pictures that are just natural.
Okay, I guess we'll do some picture taking. Well, I'll be the, what do you call the person?
The model.
The model. The model. I'll be the model today.
All right, Dr. Hamburg, are you ready to be my model for
I
today?
am.
Great. We're going to start with something basic.
Okay.
Okay. This is a light, not the camera.
Okay.
So do not look at the light.
Okay.
So you're going to look at me, and you're going to be kind of like tilted a little bit, but with your hands in your pockets and thumbs out.
Okay.
Beautiful. Doing great, Dr. Hamburg. All right, big smile. Cool. All right, one little close-up one. There you go. Good. Okay, let's change up your pose.
Okay.
Let's kind of like go like this. So it's nice
Okay.
and strong. Shoulders back. Yes. Good. Oh, not too high. Not too high. Great. Looking good. All right. Let's come up with something different.
Okay.
Let's come up with a silly pose. So something maybe what the children do nowadays.
What do they do?
I don't
Like
know.
this?
They do dab or
a dab?
or
Yeah, I can do that.
Superman pose.
I can do a dab.
Or a strong muscle pose.
Okay. Great.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
When I say go, you tend to move
And
around.
do I move all over?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'll start like here.
Awesome.
And then that. And then this.
Yes, I
And this.
love it. Looking great.
I don't even know what else to do. Well, here's the camera clicking. Okay. So today you brought a book to read about taking pictures, and we can't wait to hear that book. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Galen's Camera by Jill Kautz, illustrated by Ji Sun Lee. Galen has 3 eyes, 2 in his head and 1 in his hand. Galen sees many things with these 2 eyes, but he sees even more with this one. Galen sees his dad's shoelace. It looks like a long white worm. He sees his puppy's nose. It looks like a sugar-coated gumdrop. He sees inside the refrigerator. It looks like a colorful painting. He sees his older sister. She always looks the same. He sees bed sheets drying in the wind. They look like pink and yellow ghosts. He sees a flock of geese. It looks like his finger. Sometimes, Galen sees a happy little kid. He looks a lot like Galen. The end.
hope you enjoyed that book by our special guest. Now it's time for bed. Good night, everyone. We'll see you in the morning.